Ronnie was the pride of his village, the first to leave for the city university. Everyone celebrated, dreaming of the wealthy and prestige he would bring back, but no one knew how much he would change. After 4 years, when Ronnie returned, the village could hardly recognize him. The whole community came to meet him, smiling and clapping. But something was different. Gone was the humble boy who used to run barefoot through the fields and greet everyone with a smile. Now he only spoke of office jobs, fancy suits, and real work. Days turned into weeks as Ronnie kept looking for a job, applying everywhere in his field. The villagers waited, but nothing changed. One early morning, Ronnie sat quietly drinking his porridge. His father came over wanting to guide him. "Ronnie, why don't you come with me to the farm today? Or go with your mother to help him in cultivation? You can see how things work, and maybe even start a small business from it." "Dad, are you talking to me or my brother?" Ronnie's mother, seeing her son's frustration, spoke up. "Son, even small work builds character and prepares you for life. Help us in the fields for now until your dreams come true." "Mom, I have a degree. I cannot waste my life digging and farming like a villager. I'm still looking for a job, a real job." One day there was a knock at the door. It was Kato, an old friend from the village who had always respected Ronnie from afar. Kato had heard the news that Ronnie was back from university. Still, he decided to visit. He wanted to talk to Ronnie about joining some community work. So he knocked and waited. Ronnie's mother opened the door with a familiar smile. "Kato, you're most welcome. Ronnie is inside." Kato stepped into the living room. He found Ronnie seated, scrolling through job postings again. Ronnie's shoulders sagged with frustration from all the rejections and unanswered applications. "Ronnie, my brother, you're back from university. Congrats." Thanks, Kato. I'm trying to figure things out." "Listen, there is a community outreach project starting next week. They need someone who can write reports, speak with people, maybe even help with documentation." "Community work? Kato, I didn't spend 4 years studying just to end up doing volunteer activities." "I understand, but sometimes the door you're looking for is hidden in a place you don't expect. You never know who you might meet or what opportunity might come from helping others." "I need a real job, Kato. Something big, an office, a salary. I didn't suffer at university just to be like everyone here." "Ronnie, purpose doesn't only live in tall buildings and suits. Sometimes it lives where people need you the most." Ronnie said nothing. He kept scrolling. Kato had finished his studies at the local university. Unlike Ronnie, he was willing to start small, eager to work any job that could help him earn a living, even if it wasn't in his field. Months passed. Ronnie continued waiting, sending applications, hoping for the perfect office job, but nothing came. Meanwhile, Kato's small pottery business kept growing, earning respect and a steady income. One day, Mama Ronnie wanted to buy some groceries. She asked Ronnie to go to the market, but he refused, ashamed of meeting people as a jobless, well-educated young man. So she went herself. Once there, other ladies started gossiping. They spoke of her son who studied for 4 years yet hadn't worked, living off his parents. She went home feeling humiliation and shame and told her husband everything. As Ronnie became broke from refusing every job, he said to himself, I have a degree, but all my waiting hasn't given me anything. Why can't I achieve anything like Kato? One evening, Ronnie's father called him over. Son, you see Kato. He started small, worked hard, and created his own opportunity. But you, pride kept you waiting, while diligence built his success. Father, I understand now. I focused too much on being important and forgot that even small work has a value. The next morning, Ronnie went with his parents to the farm. He offered to help, not for glory, but to learn, contribute, and earn. Later that same day, Ronnie went with them to the market. He carried a container of milk, assisting his father in distributing it, while his mother happily sold her tomatoes. For the first time in a long while, Ronnie felt useful and happy. Villagers passed by, smiling at the young man who was finally embracing responsibility and humility. And slowly, Ronnie realized something important. No job is too small, no effort wasted. Pride may blind you, but action and humility build a future.